Today we're going to be talking about being a human suitcase. Y'all know what this is, okay? If y'all don't know what a human suitcase is, it's somebody that decides to hide something inside of them in order to get it where they need to get it. We're going to be letting you know if we respect that shit or if we check that shit. So sit back and let's go ahead and talk about it. I'm the best, finna be this way till I EOS. Take it how you want, nigga, yeah, I'm a pro. Fuck around and bust your lot while you're at Vizzo. I hate to be this way, but I live for the moment. Waking up every day, show me an opponent. Shanks on deck, hitting bitches with locks. So much pool, I can even start you from the box. You don't wanna pay rent, got me bent. Got lax on deck, your money was well spent. Vultures on the prowl, so don't try testing. Step 2 comes violent, first steps finessing. You a hold down man, suitcase this. My cell phone, I'm a charger, don't walk with a limp. Get it knocked off or missing, you gon' get it. Next time I see you ass, you gon' leave airlifted. What's up, y'all? You already know, man. Kfrog TV back in the building. Y'all go ahead now, do me that solid favor, y'all. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And also make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see it first. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. I want to tell everybody, welcome back to another episode of Respect It or Check It, where we talk about something and we let you know if we agree or if we disagree with it, all right? And for this one here, we're going to be talking about human suitcase. Inside a prison, they call it suitcasing, and it's when you stick something inside your rectum in order to get it from plan A to plan B, or from one spot to another. Some people agree with it, some people don't, okay? Now, there's a lot of reasons why I wanted to do this video. If y'all been tuned into this channel for a while, then you know I've spoke on this type of thing plenty of times, you know, but I never did a Respect It or Check It video on it, so I wanted to speak on it to let you know about it, okay? When you're locked up, you have people that are sticking bombs, is what they call it, which is something like this, wrapped in tape. Whoop! You know, they making it disappear, all right? Now, some people feel like it is what it is. Some people feel like it's cool to do. Some people feel like, hell nah, never, okay? So, I want to come on here and let y'all know how I feel about it. And me, we gotta check that shit. There is no respecting it, okay? I feel like it would never come to my mind if I had contraband on me, or if I was trying to sneak something in anywhere in the world, it would never come to my mind for me to swoop, you know, stick that shit up in the flappy. You feel me? I would never think of that. You know, if I had a cell phone on me and was inside a prison or contraband and the police are about to run down on me, it would never even cross my mind to become a human suitcase. Now, depending on where you go, they call it different things. Some people call it Louis bags, and, you know, that's the Versace bag, you know, stuff like that. And what's crazy about it is, believe it or not, is there's a lot of people who actually feel like you got to do what you got to do, you know, as far as like, you know, to get by or hustle or whatever it is, you know. And there is people out there that will literally tell you, you know, like full-blown gangsters, full-blown real gang members, real like savages with bodies that will literally tell you, you never judge somebody for doing what they gotta do. You feel me? And, you know, judging is one thing, but agreeing with it is another. So that's why I feel like we gotta check that shit, not respect that shit. Now, I seen a documentary a long time ago, and it was about the Aryan Brotherhood. And when I was watching that, it basically showed me how, you know, they were 100% with it. You know, they didn't really hold it against nobody. You know, they did what they needed to do, you know, not making fun of no gang members or anything like that. But at the same time, that was what they needed to do, you understand? They needed to literally, like, put knives and stuff like that inside of them, you know, and become a human suitcase and take it on the rec yard to go to war for riots and stuff like that. You know, like, this type of stuff happens on a day-to-day basis, you know. But at the same time, the reason I feel like you gotta, you know, check it instead of respect it is because you ain't supposed to go against the grain. You understand? You know how it feels when you're sitting on that toilet and you taking you a shit and you working with a monster, right? When you know it's a big one. So just imagine going against the grain, trying to put something up there when that, you know, that's meant for something to come out. That's the outshoot, not the input. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. That's the output, not the input. But at the same time, you know, a lot of people feel like you got to do what you got to do to get by. All right. Like, for example, if y'all have ever seen the old movie American Me, all right, pretty sure a lot of y'all have seen it and everything like that. There's a scene in that movie where the guy's waiting for a certain toilet to flush, and he sticks his hand up in, you know, the system, the water system, the flush cycle. He sticks his hand up there and intercepts, boom, like before it gets flushed all the way. He catches it and he pulls it out, wipes it out, boop, sticks that shit right in his ass like it's nothing and goes on about his day. And he was one of the gangsterest people in the movie. You see, it's a part of prison that no matter where you go, you will hear about people doing it. You will, you know, see people that are known for doing it and stuff like that. You feel me? And I've literally had people beg me for a job inside of prison. You know, it's like if you're on the streets making money, doing your thing, you're going to have people that ask you to put them on. Man, put me on, man. What's up? I'm trying to this, I'm trying to that. Or if you got a job at a company, people are like, man, what's up, man? Put me down, man, and give me a job. I need employment. When you're in prison and you're making money, no matter how you are making money, whether it's hustling, whether it's drawing, whether it's tattooing, whatever it is, somewhere down the line, you're going to need your hands on some type of contraband to make those hustles. You understand? If you're someone that does tattoos, tattoo guns are considered contraband. Ink's considered contraband. You see what I'm saying? If you're someone that draws or makes, you know, holiday cards around the holidays and sells them to people, or birthday cards for their family and stuff like that, you might have color pencils or certain markers, you know, things like that that you're not allowed to have. That's considered contraband. And of course, if you're hustling, whether it's selling, you know, buck, which is what you drink, or whether it's tunchi, what they smoke, or tobacco, or molly, or whatever it is, you know that's contraband. So somewhere down the line, you're going to be having your hands on contraband just to do what you need to do. At the end of the day, you're going to have people that want you to hire them. Okay? I used to have people come ask me to give them a job. And what they mean when they say hire them is hold your contraband, which means become your human suitcaser. There's people that volunteer to grab stuff like this and stick it inside them and hold it for you. You feel me? And we used to joke on people when they'd come at us asking us like that, you know, and I'd give your ass a job. You know, at the end of the day, I'm on the other end. I know it's one less chance and possibility of me getting caught and going to confinement for the contraband, because I know that dude's holding it in his ass right now. You see? So that's how it goes. It's what it is. You're either the one that's holding the shit, or you're the one that is, you know, pointing out who holds it. That's how it goes. You get what I'm saying? And we would literally grab a roll-on deodorant and bring it to the inmate and be like, okay, you want a job? Make this disappear. What you mean make it disappear? You know what I mean. Make this roll-on deodorant disappear. You know what I'm saying? Since they already know what type of job they were asking for, they already know what they got to do. And you'll see a motherfucker go behind the little mini wall inside of the open bay shower, or inside, you know, the rec areas, like where the weights and stuff are at. Like if you're on the rec yard, when you tell them to do, wherever you're at, and they will literally grab it, put it there, and squat down and come up. And that motherfucker gone. Like, ta-da, magic trick. You know what I'm saying? And you'll look down and be like, okay, he clearly has a whole roll-on inside of his ass right now. You feel me? That dude's got a big, you know, suitcase. So he's able to hold 3 phones. He's able to hold, you know, damn near a carton of cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's okay to certain people. You know, there's people that get by in prison by wanting to do this. You see, they feel like it isn't wrong doing that. They feel like, you know, it's their suitcase, it belongs to them. So they can pack it with whatever objects that they feel. In my reality, the way I look at it, I'm like, hell no. I look at that like, boy, you going to hell. That's just how I look at it for some reason, you know. I know, like on the West Coast, you know, apparently, you know, you got to travel with your paperwork and stuff. And a lot of people, you know, are known for doing it like that. You know, that's where they bring their paperwork, or because you're going to have to present it on the yard in certain places. You know, on the East Coast, we look down on people who suitcase. You know, we don't look at them like, oh yeah, bro, you know, he a real one. Even though you'll see some real gangsters, some real stone cold killers that are doing that shit. On my end, on my opinion, we got to check that shit. You know what I'm saying? To me, it isn't normal. And it isn't just prison. You got people on the streets. Y'all hear about it on the news and stuff. You got people that are sticking shit in their ass just to get into airports or courtrooms and stuff like that. I feel like I would have thought about my armpit before I would have thought about there. You know, like, I don't know how people would just off rip volunteer that. I feel like that's like your manhood. You know, that to me, you doing that means you already tampered with your manhood at the end of the day. That's how I look at it. So it's like, if you go to a prison, and you got people that force people to be hold down men too. So if you go to a prison and you got someone that's forcing you to, you know, suitcase their shit and hold their contraband, and you're with it, you know, basically that man took your manhood without physically him doing it. You see what I'm saying? He still did. He still took your manhood. He still took what you should have protected with your life. You understand? You think about it. If somebody was to do something to someone on the streets and stick something that person didn't want inside of them, that's a charge, right? But inside a prison, people get away with it all the time, making people stick things where they don't want to. And them other people fold so easily because they're in prison. They're in such a atmosphere where they're scared, you know? And you got some that volunteer, some that like it, some that feel like, I'll be safe in here as long as I stick this deodorant bottle that's shaped like a double Coca-Cola bottle in my ass and make it disappear for these people. They'll make sure nobody harms me. And there's people that literally feel like it's cool to do that. You know, it would blow your mind how many people in the world right now that are on the streets that was once locked up that used to suitcase, that was a human suitcase. It would blow your mind. You see what I'm saying? Me watching the documentary on Aaron, brother, it blew my mind. They used to call it the KEESTER stash. You feel me? In the documentary, when he was talking, he said, yeah, so, you know, we took the knife and, you know, boom, we had to stick it in the KEESTER stash and go out there and bring it on the rec yard. And we got in a riot and the stabbings and everything like that. And another guy started talking and he's like, yeah, and I remember in order to get the knives back in, we had to use the blood that was on them from the people we just stabbed in order to get it to slide right in the KEESTER stash and then be able to bring it back inside the dorm. You feel me? See, like, and these are dudes that were smacking. These were bodies. They, you know, they're gangsters. They do what they, you feel me? That's why they say don't ever judge somebody for doing what they got to do. You know, if you made fun of somebody or the wrong person inside a prison, they could try to take your life over that. They could try to end your life because you're making fun of them because they suitcase. You know, but at the end of the day, it isn't really respected. It's more like, what? Take the what and leave the what? You feel me? Like, at the end of the day, I feel like there's 101 other ways, bro, to do what you got to do before that comes to your mind. And I feel like if that comes to your mind before any of them other ways, you kind of got some sugar in your tank, in my opinion. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? And I'd rather get caught with that shit and go to the confinement and lay down than to even think. That would never even pop up. Bing! You know, at the end of the day, it's like some people agree with it. Some people will just do it if they're pressured. Or some people don't agree with it. And I'm here to tell you, man, we got to check that shit. It is not respected. That's what made me want to do this video. I know it's kind of, you know, it's the perfect topic to talk about, respect it or check it, due to the simple fact that it goes on a daily basis. Not just in prison, on the streets also. You got people that'll be driving in the car, get pulled over by the cops. Oh, shit. Swoop. You know, it's like, what the hell would make you think to do that? You know, that's how I look at it. Like that's your hidden glory hole that no one's going to know about. Like, that just blows my mind. So I wanted to come on here and let y'all know, man, we got to check that shit. It is not respected. But of course, the comment section's for y'all. Y'all drop it in there and let me know what y'all think. You know, if you're somebody that won suitcase before, don't be shy in the comment section. You know, don't talk against it when you used to do it. You feel me? If you're someone that did it, let it be known you did it. You feel me? And if you're someone that agrees with people doing what they got to do in order to get by, or people doing what they got to do, you know, to survive, if your opinion's different than checking it, then respect it, but put why. You understand? I'm letting y'all know we got to check that shit, you know? And it isn't just because I've never done it. I tried to break down the angles for y'all to let y'all know how much about it, you know, and the different angles of what type of people do it, who don't do it, how it does. Because, you know, of course, if it's like, well, you're someone that didn't do it, so of course you're going to be against it. No, I'm trying to let you know, like, the reasons why, you know, and let you know that there is real soldiers, real savages out there that do this type of stuff, that are going to continue to do this type of stuff. There's probably people today as we speak that got something inside their ass right now. I can guarantee it, inside a prison somewhere. It's something that will never stop. But my whole thing is to let y'all know that I don't respect it. I got to check it. So I want to see what y'all think. Anyways, that's all I got for y'all today. I appreciate y'all tuning in to another episode of Respected to Check It. But before I go, like I always say, make sure you keep them rats, squares, clowns, chomos, pedos, gunners, wannabe island boys, them clout chasers, lying-ass people on YouTube, haters out there that can't get no money, that do whatever they can just to hope to get some type of attention. Keep them out your circle. And until next time, like I always say, I am my team, Frog. One more thing, though, before we go, man. I will show y'all what's inside this bomb right here, though. Just to show y'all how creative Frog really is. Look at this, man. It's Legos. Legos, y'all. Can you believe it?
I'm a criminal. I'm a cool nigga, but I got a limit, though.
I'm a cool nigga, but I got a limit, though. Cause I'm a criminal. Yeah, I'm a criminal.